Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. So, I had a remote view experience. I am going to talk about that later. It was there's a lot of symbolisms in it that I need to ask Spirit a little bit more about. I think I know what exactly Spirit is saying to me, but it's about I saw basically a staff being passed around to the main king, right? And what that symbolizes. But after that, I heard the limerence has been broken, okay? And then I saw something else, but that was more personal, and I'm not going to talk about that here. I'll give you an overview, not as personal as me, but what it means. And it's really cool, the information I was getting. But you know me, people who follow me, I got to type it out. Let's just say the overall message for some of you, if you don't know what limerence is, look it up. That's your guys' homework. Can't do all the work for you guys, right? So some of you guys might have been operating in limerence, okay? Thinking it was love. And so let's see what's going on here. Divine Spirit, welcome you and protect Spirit against any lower vibrational entities, parasites, anything unclean, unseen. Let only the truth come out. Are these the cards on the Spirit? I need to get more cards, guys. There's a twin flame set I really want to get. If you guys want to send me some tips to help me out so I can get some more, that'd be cool. So I can have some more creative juices going here. Anyways, you guys, I get a lot of messages about how to tip me. If you guys just go to my link at the bottom of that main page, don't click on my website, but on the bottom of that main page, it says tips right there. So I appreciate the energy exchange as well as sharing my stuff. Okay, so judgment. Okay, so yeah, this is the final call for you, feminine. This is for a feminine. Judgment's been called for you. There was a reason why a limerence was cast on you. And it's not like somebody did it to you, right? This is something that you could create yourself, or maybe your spirit team allowed, right? Everything has its purpose, but now it's time for it to be broken. It's time for you to move forward out of that longing, that yearning, that dynamic, okay? What else, Spirit? Okay. The Chariot, okay? What does that have to do with it? 5 of Wands. 10 of Wands. So you might be in a scenario where, because this is one of my twin flame markers, right, in this deck. Yeah, you were in whoever this is for, you're in a scenario where you're in a twin flame dynamic, okay, and have had limerence over this person. But your specific dynamic was not meant to come into union in a romantic sense. A lot of people get this confused. And I tell you guys this all the time, but it is hard to decipher, right? So, generally, if you are not really spiritually gifted and doing something for the collective, generally that means your twin flame dynamic is not supposed to come together in a romantic sense, is what Spirit has told me, right? Because the whole purpose is soul's evolution. So if you don't have giftings that's going to help the collective in that type of way, There's no purpose truly for you guys to come together. That wasn't in the blueprint. You guys were to trigger each other into an awakening. You were there to trigger each other into a soul's evolution, but that still comes because you still are each other, right? So that still comes with that desire, that longing, that yearning for each other, right? That can be disguised as limerence, right? And you think it's love, true love, but nothing's been progressing, nothing's been happening. Your person's not doing anything, not saying anything. Maybe they're not even doing the work, right? You're doing all the work, you feel. And if you've been tapping into spirit should be confirming it to you of what's going on, because you lead in the spirit, right? This isn't going to be for everyone, okay, guys? This is going to be for a small group of you guys out there. But this person's caused so much conflict, inner conflict in your life, whether they meant to or not. It's just a battle within yourself, right? And this is why this has been allowed, because it's to help you to recognize your own patterns, right? Your own attachments, your own attachment style. Usually it's an anxious attachment for the feminines. See how they all look so anxious there, right? This is a battle within. So I do feel like judgment's been called on this, and it's time to move forward. It's time to move on. Okay? I usually don't like giving these types of messages, but this was definitely a download for a group of you guys out there that needs to hear it. You're in limerence, and it's going to be broken, or it has been broken last night. Something happened. You're going to be all right, though. Look at that. This is my single Pringle card. Once you get through this, you're gonna be on top, right? Granted, this is not the Ten of Pentacles, where you have a divine counterpart, happily ever after, but you're still very self-sufficient. You're coming into your own. You're knowing who you are, right? You're building your own empire. You have independent wealth. You have everything that a true divine masculine is going to look for in a feminine. You weren't there before. It took going through this twin flame dynamic of self-worth, self-growth, evaluating your attachment styles, your childhood traumas, right? To even get to this Nine of Pentacles. To be glowing as you are. So, what else is going to happen here, Spirit? So this feminine is going to get to the Nine of Pentacles if she chooses to listen to Spirit and not keep holding on and move forward. Eight of Swords. Okay. You're not going to see this coming. See, you still might not see things a little bit clearly because you might be still grieving a little bit the twin flame situation, right? See how she's not bound up in real life here, but she is in the mirror? This is how she's viewing herself, right? Trapped in her head, can't see things clearly. But it's an illusion. So this illusion is going to be broken here, right? That's this devil energy that you're going to be breaking free from. So you see this dude down here, trapped in his head. This is where you've been, okay? Even though I asked Spirit what the outcome is, that's not the outcome. This is where you're coming out of. This is where you're going. You have a divine counterpart in the Ten of Cups now. You will get your happily ever after. Even if it's not Nine of Pentacles, it goes to Ten of Cups, the same, right? It's still a total love, a total fulfillment. A brand new beginning that's going to be stable, secure, with a divine counterpart. You have 10-10. It means you're done. You've completed the cycle. Well done, my dears. So I'm going to leave it at that for this message. I hope you have a great day and got something out of it. And I'll come back tonight and talk a little bit more about limerence.